This is Rick Day from CROYA, another video in, I guess, our series, we'll call it, of how to register for our retreats. This one being how to register multiple family members for the retreat, multiple children for the retreat. So if you have two girls, a boy and a girl, two leaders, I'm going to show multiple registration types. That way you can do two at once. You don't have to just go through one each time and reset. The first thing, and I say it every time, is make sure that you are on a computer of some sort, whether that's a laptop or a desktop. The software we use, the website, does not like working on iPads or iPhones or any of that. So we are not able to test it a ton, but we know computers are safe. That's how I'm doing it. So that's the recommended way. Also, make sure you know your login information. That's something you can check ahead of time. Make sure you have your password. If you've done any programs through the Rec Center at any time, you should have a login. If you don't remember it, feel free to give us a call at 847-810-3980, and we can track that down for you. Don't just create another account, because that creates some back-end issues. So those are the first two things. Everything's located through CROYA.com, so that's where I've started today. That's this page. So to start this process, go to CROYA.com and then scroll down to CROYA announcements, what we call the green bar, since it's a giant green bar. Anytime we have a retreat, this is for the spring retreat of 22, but we'll also apply in the future, we always put the link here. So this link, click here to register through the Lake Forest Rec Center site. Since CROYA is a part of the Lake Forest Rec Center, we use their registration software. It all registers for CROYA, though. So go ahead and click that link. I've set this up to go directly to a search with the CROYA retreat activities here. If you need to find it from another part of the Lake Forest Parks and Recreation website, you can go to this top search option, go to activity search, which pulls this up, and then you can search either type CROYA, category CROYA, keyword CROYA. Any of that will get you to what you need to go to. So once you get here, find the registration types you need. So we have leaders only, which is the leaders of our retreat, the student leaders. For the spring retreats, that is usually juniors. In 2022, there are some seniors as well. For the fall retreats, that is our seniors with a couple of juniors who are elected to be in that position. If you're not sure, ask your student. They will know for sure. Our other two types are simply for girls and for boys. So for this example, I'm going to say I'm registering some test options, but a girl and a boy. So what you do is, next to the registration type, you click the plus, add to selection list. So I click girls, a red bar pops up that says I've selected girls. Do I want to add it to the cart? But before I do that, I'm also going to select boys, so it adds both of those options. Now I'm going to click add to cart, which is the first step. Sorry, I triggered Siri on my watch. Now this will come up with the login. Again, if you don't know your login information or password, please give us a call. We'll be able to help you track that down. I will log in here. Oops. And once I log in, it will pull up options. So these are limited. The test day I've listed as a girl, and the test 2 day I've listed as a boy. Those registration types, look for that information. So it only opens to those options. So I select those check boxes, then click continue. Once I click that continue, it's very important to know that spot is now held. You do not need to rush through the rest of this registration. It is held on the back end. It is not completed, but you have about 30 minutes to complete that registration. Once the payment goes through, it is completed. So if you have any headaches in that meantime or any glitches, something logs out, give us a call and we can get it sorted, but it's not like things have gotten thrown away in the loop. We just need to find out some information, get things tracked down. So this will go through now twice, because it goes through the individual student, starting with girls for test day, But these are all the question answers we need. Please be as accurate as you can because we will need to track down that information eventually. For the sake of this, I will just be entering some null answers just to get through, and we can see the most important things we have are, number one, the health insurance carrier and policy number. Make sure you have your health insurance card nearby. We can come and get it later if we need to. But that's just in case we have an emergency and we need to go to the hospital or anything. We have that information handy. The other one is name and phone number of somebody that can be contacted if a parent or guardian cannot be reached. So this is an emergency contact, basically. Preferably somebody local, but if we can't reach you for some reason, somebody we can reach out to in the case of an emergency. So this next part, the waivers, the first part is all of the information about the retreat, then the permission slip, some rules for the retreat, and then the waiver for the city of Lake Forest. Review all of that information, go down to the bottom. This checkbox, I agree with above, is your digital signature for that waiver. Now, once you click continue, it will move on to the second student you're registering at the same time. Again, it's all held. I will go through this and just enter some null answers again, but make sure to enter that as completely as you can. I need a phone number there. Again, the waiver, it's the exact same thing for each one. So if you've reviewed it before, it has not changed. You can click continue, and then it will take you to the cart for those. So we'll see you'll have both in here listed as enrolled, and the total fees add up. So that way you can do both. If for some reason you've gone and you've done one, but you need to enter another, you can either click continue shopping or go back to the search and do that. But you can pay all at once rather than doing multiple, or you can come back and do another. For example, if you need to register your sophomore boy and you have a leader, the leader spots are saved. So go ahead and get the sophomore boy registered while time is of the essence, and we can get your leader registered later since their spot will not disappear. Once you've completed everything you need in that shopping cart, go ahead and click proceed to checkout. This will detail all of your charges, the amount to be paid. Each registration has a minimum deposit of $50. You can pay anywhere between that and the full amount of $175, which is what it is as spring of 22, subject to change in the future. For the sake of this, because I don't want to charge my credit card, I'm entering 0. That will be changed. That will not be possible in the future. Select your card type. Make sure your information down here is correct, and then continue will process the payment and get everything going. So I will click continue. It will take a second. Once you get to this page, your online transaction is complete. So everything is taken care of. This here with the email address is a little bit confusing. It will send you an email receipt. This is if you want to send another copy to somebody else. If mom wants to send one to dad, anything like that. Up here, view confirmation receipt, which is in small font. You can also click that, which will show all of the enrollment. So going back to this page, if you have any questions on this, again, feel free to give us a call at 847-810-3980. Just a reminder that once registration launches at 10 in the morning, the call volume bumps up, so we might not, unfortunately, be able to get to you right away. We'll do our best. But always feel free to call ahead of time. We can get your login information set, make sure your password is good to go, any of that. So thank you very much, and let us know if you have any questions.